Wow, everybody, can you give it a... I'm sorry, I don't have a clapper here in this system, but I'm gonna have to do it the manual way.
Wow.
That was well said. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you, Ash.
That's Naral, always perfectionist in whatever she does.
Far from perfection, Mum. Just speak
So,
from
Minu, you get the front best of Narelle, and then Marty DeGarmo put her to sleep. That's why you get the most.
Yep, she's in the daytime, and Marty is too at 2 o'clock in the morning. So sorry, Marty, love you.
He gets the end of your
Thank you,
mental
Naral.
energy.
Yeah, the last of me.
He sucks the rest of it. Oh, that's fun. All right.
Thank you.
We have more? Okay, go ahead.
Yes, we have a few more, if that's okay, Mr. Ash.
Sure, yeah. Let's try to
So,
chop.
beautiful Berlin. Please keep it brief. It's getting a bit late, and there's still a few people waiting, sweetheart.
All right, let's
For
do
sure.
it.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello, Mr. Ash, and hello, everyone. So good to be here again. Yep, I completely feel honored. Everything you've said has really inspired me and motivated me, Mr. Ash. There has to be a better way, indeed. Mentally prepare for the inevitable. Wow. We on passive, it is vital for us to use everything in our disposal, the finances, the resources, and the platform that Mr. Ash and On Passive has built for us to change abysmal picture that many of us face today. I feel like it is up to us to look around and see the needs and fill the holes that need to be filled with everything that we've been equipped with On Passive. I think we're able to do that. And I feel so honored to be here. And I concur with what Delisa has also mentioned earlier, that it is a divine time for us to be all here today to do what we're doing with Mr. Ash, to be prepared and to be prepared to be attractive. Wow. And to be a magnet. That's very powerful. I like that. It is actually, I've read somewhere that it is a law to be attractive. It's a law. There's a book called The Law of Attraction, and I read that every time. And I believe that Mr. Ash here is, I believe we've all spoken under our breath at one point in our lives that we need to be successful. We want to be successful. We want to change the world. We want to change everything that's in it, that's broken. And it is up to us to do that. So yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Ash, for inspiring and continue to motivate us to keep moving forward. Thank you.
Thank you. You're muted, Mr. Ash.
Jean or Joyce, remember our conversation about where attention goes, energy flows? Remember that?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So for some reason, after my little intro, everybody got influenced by the same topic or flavor. Nobody's talking about On Passive today. They're not talking about the mechanics, with the exception of the Indian and, engineer Mike. They always have to be mechanical. But did you realize that? That's an observation. I don't know if you see the same, but yeah. So whatever pattern you set, people focus on that.
With the example.
Yeah.
It's working, Ash. It's
so
working.
What I'm trying to say, if I don't
Yes.
like what they're saying, I'm going to revise rethink what I said, because they're just following my rhythm. You know what I'm talking about? Okay. So if I'm not intrigued by what's happening, it goes back to me because I said that or paved that way. All right. So if you're not happy, you don't like the energy around, well, break up. All right. I'm ready, Manu. One more?
Yeah, we have a precious Anna from Australia, Samoa originally. Lives in
Samoa.
Australia.
Samoa.
Not Western Samoa?
Yep.
WS?
Yep. Sanofa Ash. Kristen
Hello.
English.
Fantastic.
And then hello from Australia as well. Yes, this is my first time, to see you, Ash.
Really?
And it was really good, to express my gratitude. Because, sometimes, I always behind the scene, intercede, for the company. But this is my first time, on here talking to you. And it is a pleasure for me, to thank God for this time. And also this moment is a divine time for me, to have a, chat with you. And then also, all the leaders, they all attended here today. You all look so beautiful. I just keep thanking God,
I
for
agree
you
with you.
guys. Yes.
She's
and
talking
then,
to you, Chris.
and then, this is a really good journey, because I know that I have a hard time. Last month was my 3rd year since I've been on Ambassador, and then it wasn't an easy journey for me. While me was used to care for mom, so now mom passed away last year, and then I already promised mom that once the Ambassador launch, and I will buy you a unit. So now what happened? She's gone, but there is someone, that I've been, promised that, I can do this, my promise to mom. Then also, I thank to everyone, all the leaders, they've been here today. They bring their passion, because I know that everyone have a different passion. My passion is different from your passion. Your
True.
passion is different from other people's passion. But now today, when I heard, Ash, I just thank God, for this son, of us, a brother, that was being sent by God. Because, how I've been through to this journey, I always, I always heard, his passion, is unpassive. And also to me, and I say, I always intercede for him. And I say, God, make it happen. That we always put you first of anything. Because sometimes, we go through a tough time. We go through struggle. We go through, but listen, today, it was so, I thank to, to Mino and also Chris, my brother, Marty, all the leaders, they're working so hard. I've
Wow.
seen it, I've seen it myself. And then I just thank God, for the strength. I thank God for the power of healings for them and all of us to keep us going, because as Ash was saying, we have to know where we go, because sometimes, some people, they don't have a strategy where to go, but us, and myself, I would just keep moving on. I would just keep forward. I would just keep, move forward. And I say, God, we just really want to, reach to our destination, because now it just remind me, how Noah, was calling the people, come, let's build the ark. Let's build the ark. What happened? No, some people, they moaning, some people, and then even then when God said to Moses, go over to Egypt, bring my people out. So what happened? They took about 40 years, exactly the same with this journey.
Wow.
Sometimes, supposed to be 11 days, but what happened? 40 years, because God tested us. God tested the people, exactly the same as what just say, people, be patient, people, but now sometimes, we fail. Sometimes, our dreams, because why? It's all from the hearts. But the Bible said, a cheerful heart is a good medicine. So I keep moving on, I keep forward, and then I just listen. Even Chris was, he's a good leader for us, even Samuel or Blaise. Chris, Marty, Việt, and all the leaders, I was so appreciated for them. So now, Ash, you heard me saying this. You are the warrior. You are the mighty warrior from God. Then I thank God that to give me a big heart, because what you sow is what you reap. The measure you use, it will be measured back to you, same as me. The measure I use, it will be measured back to me. What I sow, what I reap. And then that's what I always keep moving on. I just keep running the race. Because as was said, duplication. Duplication. Yes. So that is really nice. So this for me for today. And then we thank you so much. God bless you all.
Thank you. Thank you, Anna. Very sweet.
Anna, that was, somewhat emotional, touching, and heartwarming. So I thank you for that. I'm going to be your fan, so I'm going to give my vote to you, so you have one follower.
Thank you. Thank
Absolutely.
you so much.
Well said. No, I'm glad, and I'm happy that we stayed this long, so I can hear from you. I hear you. I feel you, not just hear you. I know exactly where you are and what you're talking about. So we're going to make it. We're going to do it. We have no choice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Anna. Precious.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anna. I'm just jumping in for a moment. Please excuse me. First of all, Anna, you said something beautiful. The wisdom from the elders in Samoa is very, very special. Thank you for sharing with us tonight. I apologize for jumping in. I just want to give the final hands up and time on this now. Ash has been with us and have been very generous with his time. So the last 6 hands that are up right now are Pat, Tina, Toy, Teng, Gusminda, and Chris will be our final speaker this evening. Ash, it's on your time in terms of how much you want to respond.
No Neeraj, no
We're
Gurspinder.
respecting your time. Yep, Gurspinder's up there.
I'm here.
We're respecting your
I'm
time.
here.
And if you want to continue, that's your call. But this is where we are at right now. Sorry to interrupt
You know what?
So,
I'm tired of those guys. Yeah, let's just stop with Chris. Yeah. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
There you go. Patricia, if you'd like to unmute, please.
I would never be tired. Yeah, absolutely. Let's try to do our best. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Okay. I'm going to give you an example. We're designing the 134th floor in Burj Khalifa. That process is happening. Got the approval, the design by the city, by, maybe, no exaggeration, 80 departments or approvals. It's very, very strict. To own a property at such a building, it's not an easy thing. It's not another building. So safety is extreme there. And, we had a plan. How long is it going to take? And you can imagine we have to interview and give proposals from several companies, design companies. And finally, we get to choose one. Everybody gives you their timeline and all of that. All of that one thing, and then we learned that it doesn't go as you plan. Just like on passive, because you're creating so many things at the same time, and it's not one part. So you do something, and A relies on, B relies on A. You have to finish A. You have no clue when B can be done until you finish A, and then you have a better clarity. There's no way you could talk about Z or Y at the moment. So the analogy is we go and we finish one phase. It's shell and core, if in building and engineering. There's security measures, there's safety, this, that. It's very complicated, super sophisticated. And then you finish one stage, okay, and then you go tie it up with another compliance, safety, approval. And they have to come on the ground, inspect, apply, and the same cycle every step. So it is that strategic, and so many steps are, they have dependency on other steps, and a combination between mechanics, policies, approvals, bureaucracy, this, that, added together, it becomes almost unrealistic to say, when is it going to be done? It's really not possible to have a good prediction on a date. You can have a range, but certainly not a date. So, Robin, my point is, you go with the flow, then you get a big Anna, I'm talking about, you know, by the importance, or some new face, or some, you know, good inputs. You cannot time them. So you cannot say, you know, 2 minutes, 3 minutes average. It's not realistic. So I set my time to be here until 12. It's 12:30. I need to go. But when something comes up, you have to be also,
Flexible.
I would say, sharp enough or flexible, as you said, to recognize, well, this doesn't happen all the time. And if you're having a flow or a good momentum, don't, you know,
Exactly.
diminish
And that's
that.
why,
Exactly.
and
Or
that's
cut
why
that.
and that's why I didn't bump Marty off.
But it doesn't mean in any way you're going to be shocked by Neeraj, right? Okay, we
Right.
know him. Okay, yeah, it's the usual. Or I'm teasing. If he's here, he should be awake, right?
Oh,
He's here and very much awake.
What the freak does that mean if I'm awake?
I didn't say you. We said Neeraj.
Yeah, Marty, it's not always about you, buddy. It's not always
Shut
about
up,
you.
Chris. Shut up.
He's still sleeping. He's still sleeping.
No, Neeraj is already here in this webinar. He just messaged me.
We have
I
to
don't know
have
where
noise
he is.
cancellation for shut up. Okay.
No, say Marty's still sleeping.
No, I said Neeraj.
Neeraj is in
Oh.
attendance.
Yeah, he's
not
in
in
attendee, I think.
He's in,
Yeah,
but not
he's-
ready to talk. Maybe, yeah.
I just brought
And-
him in. He's been ready. He's coming right now.
And when I say somebody, that means I'm like poking him to come and talk. You know, obviously, there's no way we could be tired of him. Yeah. But I
No,
think you got
he's-
my point. You cannot plan it sharp when you're surrounded by intelligent people with so much passion, different backgrounds, and everybody having their own day about. And to set a time on that, I think is kind of disrespectful and improper. So who cares? I mean, if I can invent time, I will do it. I'll add more to the day.
And Chris, that
Mr.
goes for
Ash,
you
you
too.
asked for Neeraj. Watch what you wish for, right, sir? Neeraj usually comes with 9 questions.
No, this time
Yeah.
I have 4.
Absolutely. No pressure, Neeraj. We're just having fun. You don't have to. We didn't mean to force it coming. But Pat is here, so we got to respect the lady.
Like
Pat and Tina.
Yeah, Patricia Parent, our sweetheart.
Hello, Manu. Thank you for this great, wonderful webinar tonight. I know I jumped on late. Mr. Ash, my brother, my friend, I'm grateful to have you here again with all of us. I know I was late coming on, but I was with the family because it's Saskatchewan Day here, holiday. But you know, you had said something about business, do or die, no excuses, one reason to make it happen. You know, I was in deep prayer last night and God
So you
told
missed
me,
the part when I was talking French, right? So you came.
bonjour.
I was talking French in the beginning. You missed that?
Oh, I didn't hear that. No, sorry.
Okay.
I know a little bit of French, but not very much.
Next time.
Bonjour. Yes, I will catch the replay because you said it was on YouTube. So
Yes.
So then when I was in prayer, I was
Patricia.
asking. Yes.
Highlight. I don't want to shock you. You're gonna go, yeah.
It's not on
I don't
YouTube?
talk. No. Well,
No,
I
we
didn't
all-
speak French.
Yeah,
Oh.
we all missed him speaking French. Let's put it that way.
That's a good. That's
Danke
again
schön.
New Jersey's
Danke
twist.
Yeah. Anyways, we have diamonds that are emerging, right? Every
Absolutely.
day.
You're right.
You know, we start out with on-passive products. They started out as coals to move to diamonds. And that's what my talk was on. It was supposed to be on today on my YouTube, but I guess it's only set for tomorrow. So we'll hear it tomorrow. But you know, as I was in deep prayer last night, Mr. Ash, God said to me, when you were talking about do or die, no excuses, be able to afford the products and stuff, he says, God says we have everything in our house, everything in our home, if we just look for it. You know, if we look for it in his word, if we look for it in everything that's around us, you'll see beauty. You'll see those diamonds. And you know what? I was going through some files last night after when I couldn't sleep. I found a policy that my mom and dad had bought when I was a kid. It expires in September. Now I know for sure I have the funds to be able to proceed with my dreams. I knew
Wow.
I had them, but this is extra.
You know, I'm always
And-
your friend, Patricia, right?
It's not that much extra,
We have
Ash.
to split.
Okay. Double or nothing, right? We'll make double and then we'll split it. I'm grateful
You
for
deserve it.
And you know,
Thankful.
there's another thing, Mr. Ash, when I started my YouTube channel, I called it Succeed Beyond. And I put the you in beyond because it started with you, then it came to us. And we are united as a globe
True.
all around the world. And I believe that then, and I believe it today. As long as we stand strong, trust and believe in everything we do, it'll be you, us, and united in the world's nations everywhere. And then there's one thing I want to ask you. It might be too personal for you. I'm not sure for you and your family. What is the most painful but most beautiful process that you and your family are enduring right now?
I was able to
So
hold
that
my
we
tongue.
can
I
pray
almost
for
said
it.
Chris Johnson the minute you said most painful, but I was.
Congratulations, Chris, on your daughter Amanda getting married. It was beautiful.
Yes. So what's the most painful? I'm sorry, but again.
Oh, you're muted, huh? Patricia, you're muted, dear.
Sorry
Say it
about
again.
that.
What was the most painful? What? I'm sorry. What was the question?
What was the most painful, but the most beautiful process that you and your family are enduring right now? So that we can all pray for you for a
Are you
better
asking about
future.
2 things, right? Because most painful
Well-
is one thing, and beautiful,
But
right?
if you don't have
Endurance.
pain, you can't find the beauty in it, right? So I
That's
find
tough.
them together.
Wow, that's tough. Well, I mean, I'm not going to make up something right now, but
No.
the most painful is the, you know, I would say harsh publicity. Yeah, we don't deserve that. Okay. And I don't want
negativity.
my children, I don't want them to ever listen to that or, you know, learn those terms in general. Okay, that's one thing. But as far as beauty, we love connecting with people. We love the global aspect of our community. We cherish that together every day. We learn about countries, cultures, and we share the same passion about people. We just love people. We love our humanity, and we share. You know, we have plans and dreams, and we constantly try to be creative and think loud together and brainstorm about solving things. And I include even a toddler boy, okay, in the conversation. You never know what ideas they come up with, and they do, believe it or not. I mean, they just inspire us in many ways. So the beauty is just the social and global integration we have. Okay, we all love that, and we enjoy it. Perhaps the painful part is the unfair and harsh attacks that we face basically daily.
Remember, the Lord always says, we'll be blessed beyond measures, right? But he didn't say we wouldn't be persecuted. And everyone that is blessed is usually persecuted in some way of a form.
As you said also in the Bible, when you said, you know, if you seek, you will find. Yeah, there's also exact in the Bible, and regardless of anybody's faith, but I'm just saying that you know, it's a big source for us, that the believers, at least, if you knock, doors will open, and if you ask, you will be answered. So it has to come from you. I'm not going to open a door for you to knock, right? You have to ask. You know, you need to go somewhere, right, and ask something so we can answer you. And that's exactly the same here. You have to know where you want to go, and then hopefully that will be answered.
Well, I know I went from being a coal stuck in my life to being a beauty of inside and out today, Mr. Ash, because of the Lord and what On Passive has given me over the last 4.5 years. It has brought me out of my shell. I know what my dreams and hopes and passions are for tomorrow, for a year down the road, 5 years down the road. And I keep getting from the Lord, I don't know why, he says it's not going to take that long. Start today to build tomorrow. And that I totally 100% agree on. Whether we do one little thing today, it can change our life for tomorrow. So never giving up is a policy and a motto that I keep each and every day. And I get that positivity, whether I'm on a webinar or watching live. I don't always speak, but I'm grateful, Manu, for giving me the extra time to speak with Mr. Ash tonight. It is all the beauty of the heart. And Mr. Ash, I think I'm number 13, and I love 13.
Well, thank you, my sister. I appreciate with you, and it's very obvious your conviction level is a source of positivity for all of us. So we thank you.
Thank you.
But I'm going to ask
grateful,
you,
thankful,
while
blessed.
both of you, Anna and Patricia and everybody else here, anybody, I don't care what's your faith or religion, if you wish, or specific congregation. Okay. Regardless, please, that's not what's. Have you ever prayed for passive in your own way?
Every day. 10 times a day.
Okay. And
every day.
We do. I'm just saying, there got to be somebody listening to us somewhere, okay?
You know, there's a lot of smoke right now today in Saskatchewan, but I was so blessed to be able to be outside in a canopy. I didn't even have to have oxygen on. And I was sitting there telling my family,
God is great.
sisters, that the Lord has brought us together for one reason, and that's to unite the world. And you know what? On Passive is going to do this for us. It's going to help each and every one around the globe. And as I was explaining it to her, she says, I know I'm in on Passive. I said, I know, but I never see you connected. But I understand where she's coming from. She went through cancer. She went through knee surgery. She's went through living on a respirator with COVID in the hospital for, I don't know how many days it was. And then she had knee surgery, and she's just getting back to being herself.
Wow.
And I said, turn your account over to me so I can help you build it. And she says, no, I'll be back. She says, on Passive is my life. I just wasn't able to be there. And I looked up and I said, thank you, Lord. Mr. Ash knows your heart. I can feel it today. So
if
thank you.
anybody
Mr.
else
Ash.
agrees with me, Patricia, you also look great today.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I don't really look that well because I was outside all day. I loved it.
At least we see you that way.
Yeah. I am who I am, and that's who I want to be. I don't want to be that fake person no more. And I'm happy to be where I am. And I thank each and every one around the globe for this every day.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Manu. Sorry for taking
Well, thank
too
you for
long.
taking that. And I was afraid that will turn to be, it got through. With all the respect, Patricia, but some women, or most women, at least on my side, they manage to turn any compliment into like an insult.
Oh.
I cannot tell my wife, you look great today. You know what she would say?
That.
She's going to, so what? I didn't look great yesterday?
I didn't look okay 10 minutes ago or what? Yeah. We all look wonderful. It's not what's on the outside, it's what's on the inside. It's what I look for.
Absolutely.
God bless you all. I love you all. And many prayers for each and every one around the globe. Stay safe and sound.
You too. Thank you.
And with that, we go to another beautiful soul and being, Tina. Tina Go from Singapore.
Assalamualaikum. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you here, and especially so with my brother, Ash Mufareh. I've been on and off the camera some hours ago. It's because I've been out in tears and I'm trying to control myself here now. Ash, you got me when I first saw you in one of the webinars when you said, wealth is everywhere. It is there, but it is what you do with that wealth that matters. Those words to that effect. And immediately, I knew why my inviter sponsor got me to Passive, and I never ever looked back. You mentioned as also at the same time today that if you have you only have two opportunities in your life. It's very funny that I mentor youth as well, besides doing all the other things with the veterans and everything here in Singapore. But I've always tell them that whatever background you come from, that just remember these three things that could change your life. You just have to, like what you said, in the duplication, you have to do these three things. You have to realign yourself. Yeah. You have to refocus in what you want. And then you can reinvent to be who you want to be. That has always been what I tell them. And that is also what I do for myself. And I do pray for Passive every day because there's so much to do that I don't know where to start. But I will start, or I have started a little bit. I think you know about it. And I think my dearest Narelle knows she used to say she knows my heart, and I know hers too. And all I want to say is that I'm so 1000% with on passive and what it can do for me and who I will become again. And it's all because of you. I don't want to keep too long, but I need to say this, that I want to thank you, Ash Mufareh, and your family. I want to thank the engineers in Hyderabad. I want to thank Mr. Muhammad Nizal, Muhammad Kamal, and all the Dubai teams, and every single one of all of you here, not just those who are on the panel, but at the moment, about 3,000 of us here, that when you see a person who has been given more than you in money or in beauty, then look at those who have been given less. And that's from our prophet. Thank you very much, MINOO, for this opportunity to speak. I've spoken my heart. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I love you all.
Thank you.
We love you. We love you. All right. Toy him from Singapore. If you would keep it brief, my dear. There's a few people waiting. Thank you.
Sure. I'm sorry, I couldn't load the virtual background. I'm waiting for my apples. Okay.
No problem.
All right. My name is Toy Him, though it's him, but I'm a lady. I know some people see my name and think that I'm a guy. But I'm very honored to introduce myself as the person who shared the on-passive business with Mr. Francis Tay. Firstly, I'm grateful to God for this opportunity to be in this business whereby I can raise myself up first before I can help the many people, families around me in Singapore and in different parts of the world. Okay, as you all know, Francis is very passionate about training and equipping others. Francis has started training with only one in a coffee shop and then 5 in his house on 16 July 2022. And then when we reached 25, where the seams, it was bursting in the seams, he rented training rooms in halls. And he was very generous. He pays for the rental. And when there was a time when Francis wasn't feeling well, and we have been meeting every Saturday for training, and we felt, sad that we cannot meet anymore face-to-face for training. That was when he said, why not? We have online training. So that was how we started the online training every Tuesday for more than a year already. And right now there is OES Asia Pacific classrooms 6 days a week in Singapore, Malaysia, Papua New Guinea, Philippines, and recently Thailand, Cambodia, and Myanmar. So this is a very good example of passion, dedication, willingness to help others that can lead to a larger movement. And we celebrated our 2nd anniversary last Saturday, and it's recorded by Rob Lin Live. And we actually we really appreciate attending the daily live, fun and interactive chat at Rob Lin Live. And our team really learn and grow a lot and learn to communicate through Rob Lin Live. And tomorrow, a few from Singapore would be on the panel. Thank you very much. And this is the first time I get to share with Mr. Ash Mufareh. The last time I wasn't feeling well. I wanted to, but I could not. And I really appreciate this opportunity. Thank you.
And how are you feeling now?
Great.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
MINOO, can I jump in for 1 second? I apologize.
Absolutely.
Real quick, Ash takes a lot of questions and he answers them real good. But Dr. Benny, I heard you have a question you'd like to ask him because you didn't get the answer you need. Ash would love for you to ask that
Rephrase it.
question. Yeah, rephrase it.
But
that.
tell him Ash is slow and he's not from New
Yeah,
Jersey.
he's so slow and he's not a
I
Marty
didn't get the
Garmo.
question. Yeah, if somebody can help me. I know you asked a question. I didn't get it. So that's why I'm not sure what's the question. I'm not gonna just rant.
Thank you so much. The question, oh, thank you for giving me this opportunity. The question is about the Gmail account. I don't know if people are having problems with Gmail. Now, I used the same password 2 months ago, yesterday, for one email, one of my Gmail accounts. The same password, I could not log in again. So the reason I'm asking you this question is, with this problem that we are facing with Gmail, are we going to utilize OMINOO as our alternate email, please? Because Gmail is giving us problems.
First of all, that's probably the conflict here. I don't know. I cannot speak on behalf of Gmail, but apparently they're messed up. Okay, so when you use, it happens with me, not just Gmail, some other platforms. If you use or reset a password and you've used it in the past, or some of it, sometimes it's similar, you would have to change the whole thing again. Okay. And sometimes I just want to use the same thing to make my life easy. I cannot memorize many passwords, though I use password managers, but I don't think it's relevant to OMail or to OnPassive. It is completely separate. It existed before OnPassive and before OMail, and it will continue. Can OMail be the alternative email? There's not going to be a need for alternative. Dr. Benny, you've been with us before, and we talked to others, and I think Engineer Mike asked that question. So at some point, we're not going to have an alternative email, and there will be a smart login. But at least, you know, in the advanced stages, this is the phase of transforming technology and transitioning from the era that is before OnPassive to OnPassive. Once we are in OnPassive and we are the majority of the internet population, I believe there's just going to be an app, and when you create an account, you don't need an alternative email or OMail. It would be just a user ID, just 1-2 clicks on your end. We'll make it super easy, yeah, especially with the mobile app. But for now, we have to deal with it again. We're not after. Here's Dr. Benny and everyone. There's always going to be a risk of being vulnerable and flexible and just go after the numbers. You're going to have to compromise your security. We're not going to do that. Okay. So even it comes with some pain or inconvenience, but we're going to have to do it because of the security. That if we're not that secure, we wouldn't get the background of Neeraj, okay, as a trusted, you know, platform or verified, okay, and more licenses and certificates are going to come soon. He changed it, but before he had the Visa verified background. And what I mean by that, so in order to get that, we have to stay, we have to stick up to our standard and security measures. So we cannot loosen the screws. We have to keep them tight until OnPassive is the internet. There's not going to be a need for alternative Gmail or Yahoo or anything.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Mufareh.
Did
I
that
really
help?
appreciate it.
And I'm sorry, still like I don't see the connection between OMail and Gmail. So that's really not relevant. Like their password, this is an old thing. It's not like just a recent. If you use a password that you've used it before, it will tell you you've used it, you cannot use it again. And it annoys me, to be honest with you, because what's your problem? None of your business. I want to use the same password.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I thank Manor. Thank you for your patience. It's your turn, my dear.
Good evening and greetings to everyone. My salute to you, ASH MUFAREH. We were talking earlier about direction. Okay. The OES, Asia Pacific, formed by and composed of the three Asian Musketeers, Francis Tay, Chris Yuson, and Teng Minor. We were able to share the vision of ONPASSIVE in three new Asian nations, Cambodia, Myanmar, and Thailand. They have leaders who stepped up and showed their commitment in front of Rob Lin Live as members of the panelists. Duplication in action. The OES Team Philippines was the first one to deliver relief goods to flood victims recently in the name of ONPASSIVE. Thank you, ASH, for inspiring us, and we will go as we have the direction. Thank you.
Thank you.
Chris Johnson, are you the next, or you want to?
Yeah, no, I can go next because there's three great guys following me. Not one before the other, but they're all great in my mind. Niraj, Gershman, my brother Marty. You're all my brothers, and I love you. I think the last couple of times Ash has come on here. Number one, let me thank Manu again, because I think you're nothing but class. You're a beautiful, very talented, very inspirational lady. And you are a true founder, what I call, because I see one thing when I look at you is just honesty and trust. And I don't know how anyone could ever say no to you, even if you were selling socks with holes in them. But I commend you, Manu, for doing a great show. Thank you. And that makes me feel good because I love it. I absolutely love it when people shine, no matter who they are, where they're from. And we have a lot of people shine, but you outshine, and I absolutely love that. So even more than Ash Mufareh, even though you're number, 8 or 9, here's a guy here that I'm with many men, because we didn't have a lot of men talk tonight, because once again, ladies first. But Ash's been real poetic. He just doesn't know it. He's got a lot of talents that he doesn't know about. Sometimes I got to nudge him a little bit, but he said something tonight that I don't think anyone really caught. I wrote it down, and I think it's something that you should all use tomorrow, the next day, and keep. And it's a perfect saying for ONPASSIVE. Now, me, myself, I've never heard him say it before, and I wrote it down. And it says, we are interested in your success. The most powerful words he said tonight. I don't care what else he said. To me, that rung my bell. We are interested in your success. When I say that to someone, I could bounce off that for every single thing what ONPASSIVE is and what it's going to do. It's all done for you. When I hear we are interested in your success, I hear it's all done for you. We want to help your company. We want to help your country. We want to help your schools. We want to help your doctors. We want to help your lawyer. Matter of fact, we want to help everyone that's willing to let us help them. And that's exactly what that says. We are interested in your success. We don't care who you are. We don't care your status. We don't care if you're rich. We don't care if you're poor. We simply want to just come in and change your world and help you. That's it. Bottom line. That's Ash Mufareh. Don't talk about money to Ash Mufareh. I get mad because he's never been about money. He's never showed us that. He does say, he said something really cool tonight. I thought is, yeah, I want good dreams. Just keep away from the bad things. And you know what? You don't know it, but he's telling you guys, money, when it does come, or the apples, or everyone say, there's going to be those bad temptations come in front of you. I think you're all old enough to say, hey, nah, he just wants it the right way. For the first time in the world history, we got a guy that wants to run a business. He's not a businessman by any means. He is very intelligent. When I joke with him about Marty in New Jersey, there's not a word for him that I could say about intelligence, because his intelligence passes everything that's good. He's got common sense, number one. A lot of people that are extremely smart have no common sense. Ash Mufareh's got common sense. He's got feelings. He's got a pulse. He's a man with a vision who implemented that vision into every one of us and brought out the MOMINOOs to let him shine. He wants us to shine, and he wants to basically stay in the shadows. I don't care what you say. That's who Ash Mufareh is. What he's told us, he's built a system. All right. He's designed a system for all of us that says we are interested in your success. And you cannot, in all my 57 years, ain't with a terrible word like that, it's not even a word. Nobody has ever said that to me. No company has ever reached out to me and said, Chris, I care about your success. Nobody. Think about it. Think about how many people ask you that. They say, oh, we care. Anyone could say we care, but he added a few extra things there. We care about your success. We're interested in your success. We want to put you at the top where you belong. We want everyone at the top. And the ones that are below us, where our hands are going to be coming down, grabbing them. This is what he's told us. This is what a passive has told us. This is what these products have told us. This is about everything that he's brought up to us, this amazing tech team and Muhammad Squares and everyone else that's involved in this, his family, is saying we just really want to help you because we love you, because no one else seems to want to, and they're doing it. That's all I got. Manu, back to you.
Thank you. Thank you. Beautiful. You spoke from everybody's heart.
Thank you, Chris. And you know what's funny? They tell you we care after you pay so and so, right? After we collect the payment, nobody cares. So that's why you should care and save your life. All right. And I say also, we on Passive, we deliver dreams, but we don't know exactly what your dream. What the analogy here is, like, we have the muscles or the platform to help you build your own dream on it, if you know what your dream is in the first place. Minu, I don't know, I lost counts, obviously. But
What are you looking for?
Chris, we count 10.
I don't know if I dropped my gear.
No, there were 13 now. 13. I had
No.
13.
Right. Pat
No.
was number 13 and Love number 13. And I think Tina was number 14, right, Tina?
I'm not talking about
Right.
equality and this and that. I'm just saying what he said should count like 10 votes.
Oh, absolutely. 10
Okay.
out of 10.
So I'm done for the night, like 20 so far.
Right.
All right, who's next? Gersmender, sir.
Mission.
Hello, sir. Good morning, Ash. Good morning to you.
Thank you.
And absolutely, Ash. And you can count my vote absolutely 100%. And I agree with you when you say that most of the people, they don't even think beyond what they have to think. Maybe they think, okay, tomorrow we are going to do this thing. 1 month after we will be doing this thing, and that's it. Nothing beyond that. Or so like when some of our founders, they say that, okay, when non-passive will come, we will do this thing. Some founders, they come up with the, like when non-passive will be there, we'll be going to different countries, we'll going to Canada, US, Europe, here, there. And when I come up with, okay, that's okay. But do you have a passport? They say, oh, no, we don't have a passport. Then I said, go, man, go first, take the first step,
They're
go
not
and
ready.
make your passport and get ready for that. You're not doing that. So most of the people, they don't even think they have dreams. That's okay. But they don't even take action to go for their dreams, right?
Simple action.
And
You're right.
yeah, this is a simple action. Yeah. So most of the people, they don't do any. And then when you realize them, then they think of that thing. Oh, yeah, we have to do this thing, right? So normally I also says to all of founders that even if you are not doing anything, just come to these sessions. What Ash you are doing from last, say for example, last 2 years, you are teaching us so many things. So many things, I think. And even if you can hear these sessions of you, I think you will be a better human being. You can learn a lot of things, and you can take your life from nowhere to everywhere. So much of to learn from these sessions. And this is a simple thing: coming here, listening to you, and done. And your life will be transformed. So people need to do these types of things. And but again, thank God, On Passive is here, you are here, and hundreds and hundreds and thousands of our founders, they have really changed themselves. And we are so thankful to sessions like this, that their life is something now different in these 4, 5 years, and we are learning, and this is a learning process. And I'm so thankful that sessions like MINO is having, that Robbing Live, or even our Indian sessions, so many, and we are so much to learn from each other. And I think we are now better prepared to take the challenges out there, Ash. And so I'm always thankful to you and your sessions, and the people around which we are like working with each other, different backgrounds, different experiences. And so I'm loving that, and loving these type of sessions, Ash. Yeah, definitely.
I appreciate that. Good point. I would echo that, Grisminder, and everyone. Anyone ever worked out, and when you cut for a while and return to your exercise or whichever activity, you feel a little rusty? Or if you go on a vacation, come back to work, anytime you said, oh, I need a vacation from that vacation, and regular schools, like when you take that summer break or whatever break, go back, first few days you're a little rusty. Those who fast, the first couple of days are a little tough, then you get used to it. So it's always you get rusty. So I love what you said. They keep us in shape, these sessions, to stay connected, whether it's the updates or mentally being polished. I think we stay in shape. So I agree with you. They're essential for us to be connected. So for all those who do popular shows, whether it's Roblin or all in between, I don't want to name some and not name others, like with less following, like Chris Johnson Live, whatever. Okay, I have to. I'm sorry. I'm kind of naughty. I have to swing on someone somehow, but I know he's a big one, and I can lean on him. That's why. If I don't mention you, maybe I'm afraid you will be upset. Okay, so don't take me too serious.
I'm here just to make you laugh, Ash, and because you need to laugh a lot, and I love watching.
I need a bouncer. Yes, yeah, okay,
absolutely.
Yes. A punch back.
So make them laugh, people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good point. I think that should emphasize, Brother Gusmender, we should emphasize that we should stay connected, because that keep, the bond, the focus on the strategy, all of it. And I advise everybody to make it a priority, like, planning is something, but also taking action, not just a wish. I really can't say enough. I don't know if Julie's is still here. If you have something from the Q&A and the chat, and if you can put me on the screen. But I want to mention something in connection to what I said in the beginning. So now piece the two together. I would say the recap for all of that, you have to be focused on your goal and goal driven in your life. If you are clear on the direction you want to go, I'm just going to give you the analogy. Okay, your strategy to go from point A to point B clearly is a straight point. Okay, and you find yourself on L. What are you doing there? Now apply that to a specific activity. If your goal is like to become an excellent speaker or IT expert, or you name it, health coach, you name it, endless. You know what you're doing. So no matter what your career or your passion is, and if you find yourself off track, because you have that clarity, it's easy to pull back, like to get yourself back on track, because you know the track. Okay, and you will be more focused and more efficient, because we know the time limit and the time limitation we have in our life. It's not an open buffet. Have a limited time, limited days, limited amount of hours in the day. And to get the most of it, you have to stay on course. You have to be constantly reminding yourself, is this going to help me closer to get closer to my goal, or is it a distraction? And if you have that clarity every day, you will be so good in no time to be more effective in decision making, whether this little activity, whether it's a minute or an hour or 5 days or a year of your life. Is it necessary? Do I need it? Is it the most important? Is it relevant? Does it help me get closer to my goal? Does it push me further? Okay, so if it's a waste of time, I'm going to tell you something, and it's really disturbing. Okay, today's society, the lifestyle we have, it's information overload, activity overload. If somebody can tell you I'm bored in 2023, I don't believe it. Just how could you? Okay, there's so much to do, but to get the most, you need to prioritize, because you cannot do everything, and there are things that you're probably not interested in, no matter how much time or how good you get in those things. So let me clarify to you, in today's society, most of us, we sign in. That's a problem. It's a very disturbing reality. We sign in for somebody else's agenda. We wake up, we have no agenda. That's the risk when you don't have a plan, when you don't have clarity of your direction. Basically, wherever life takes you, any wind blows you in any direction, because if you click that clicker on TV, you automatically sign in for somebody else's agenda, and they're going to steer you to their agenda. Now you're wasting a big chunk of your day or life, essentially, for somebody else's agenda. You click that channel on YouTube, or that TikTok, or that Instagram, or whatever social media medium you're using, you're signing in for somebody else's agenda. I urge you to cancel all of that. Be the boss, fire all of them, block and unregister, unsubscribe, and subscribe to one channel, your life, your own dreams, your own agenda, and don't let anybody else steer you in any direction. Be clear, like a straight line, exactly, crystal clear where you want to go, and anything else, fight it like an enemy, because it's going to be a distraction. You don't have 35 lives. In fact, you don't have 2, you have 1. And if somebody, no matter who it is choosing your agenda for the next hour, for the next half an hour, for the next 3 minutes, for the next 3 days or 3 months, you're in big trouble. It should be only you. It should be only you in full control of your destination, where you want to go. Be clear. So first you need to find that, and then it will be easier for you to identify any activity. Is it a distraction, or is it a supporting activity to where you want to go? I can tell you, I know so many people are super busy. But they're just burning time, burning the clock. Busy doesn't mean being productive. You could be less busy, but on course, exactly on your priorities, you'll be far more productive. Now, I said something in the beginning and a bunch of other things in between, but connect the two together. I promise you, you will have a better clarity on the next phase of your life. And I hope that will help you. I don't want anything in return, but to see success upon you, and that you have improved, you're happy. I'll tell you what, I can get paid. Food.
Deal, Ash.
Pay me food.
International cuisine.